All right, we are here. Yeah, just casual stream today while we get our regular stuff done. Have to simultaneously wait on a package because it doesn't seem like people from Amazon delivery have the intelligence to get here. Hi, everybody. How long do you think I was going to be able to go without insulting someone when I first get on the stream, right?
Yes, well, the world tends to do that.
That's the way it be sometimes. That's the way it gots to be.
So how have you guys been?
Better now. This stream hopefully doesn't suck as much as yesterday's does. I had fun with you guys and everything, but we're not, Stasis once again got aggravated, which is what I was trying to avoid. PC gaming sucks, which is why it doesn't work, which is why I'd rather spend money on real shit, and we're never doing anything like that again. Like, I'm just not going to have people on here unless they're professional podcast mics, unless they have good equipment that plays games, unless everything runs. I cannot have streams where people are clicking around on dinosaurs on the fucking loading screens. It doesn't work for me.
Oh, I know what you're talking about. Oh, okay.
I don't care about technology as far as who has the better thing, who has the faster internet speed, who has the better processor, whether it's Enterprise, whether it's Metropolis Prize, or whatever the fuck prize it is. I want things with full functionality. I'm in here to create content and have a good time and do things. Those are the only streams that we have where it's us in menus trying to get this shit to work, which shows how shit, balls, and cock PC gaming is.
Indeed.
So from now on, just like in the old days, when people come in here, they have to spend money, motherfuckers, money, so that you can have your shit ready to go onto the streams, so that your audio sounds clear, so that I'm constantly here in the background or any of that other shit. Try going about it the nice way. But you know how I am. When people don't get the message, I'm going to be a little bit more direct about it now. I need everybody to come correct. We're all fucking grown men here. Reach into those wallets, reach into those pockets, swipe those credit cards, and get the shit that you need.
Or go into your bra or thong, if you're a woman.
For anyone who doesn't know, we had bad audio issues yesterday. We had complications, connection issues, all kinds of shit that we don't normally have on here. Not with us, but just because we try to do cross-play. Which to me, cross-play doesn't really make any sense, because most people are on consoles nowadays anyway. And I know that might sound selfish, but it's the truth. Most people smartened up and went onto things that are more stable. Oh, I like this guy's outfit. Looks like a badass, right?
Plus, it's cheaper in the long run to go consoles.
The master race pisses me off because I always hear, I have, like, from so many PC gamers I know, I always hear, I have this thing and I have this processor and 8 cores and 9 dicks, and it's like, but then the fucking thing doesn't run games.
Yeah, they spend $3,000 for a setup when I could just spend $500 and get a console that worked the next 5 to 10 years.
And you get free shit with it.
It makes no sense to me, man. By the way, this is called Casual Chatty Stream because that's what it's going to be. We're just on here to do our dailies. We can talk about whatever the fuck we want. I want to talk about how much I hate PC gaming. At least for the first 10 seconds.
I was never really a PC person, but I also really don't like people interrupting when I'm doing things. So I don't like that.
Like, sure, you can PC game on Game Pass over the cloud, but technically that's not PC gaming. It's the PC running an app on the cloud. It's the cloud servers that are running the game. The PCs don't do shit. The GPS shows the delivery guy right around the corner. Hopefully he has the basic intelligence to make it here.
Just crashes into a light pole.
Or the mailbox at the corner.
I'm watching them. I should put the GPS on the screen. No, I wouldn't do that.
Send a truck driver a message. I'm watching you. I see how close you are.
You driving a boat, homie?
Well, I mean, to be fair, it is like a van. Not like a minivan, like a van. Like a moving truck van.
We were walking down the street yesterday, or the day before, one of these days, and I saw an Amazon van pull up next to us, and I told Stacey, I said, oh shit, I feel like honored. Should we kneel? Like, I felt like, it's like a rainbow, But yeah, I'm starting to realize I should be more mean, I'm way too nice.
Agree.
As much as I tried this year to be that guy who tries to cordially tell people stuff, the reality is that there is a necessity in this world for people like me who don't do it that way. Because if you don't have people who do it that way, what happens is the people that don't get the message will run amok. It causes chaos and it doesn't get as many things accomplished. I would love to be one of those people that doesn't complain and doesn't say anything, but the reality is that there are too many people like that and not enough people who will be like, yo, get your shit together. That's what I meant yesterday about with the Xboxes acting up, the networks, and when we pay for money for stuff. The reason I canceled all of my subscriptions. I always tend to be the guy that there's a necessity for, and unfortunately there's a necessity for me and people in this world, because we can't just tell people kindly to fix this stuff. We tried that for 7 years with TalkBrunch. Like when we were doing the podcast, it was like, make sure you have a good mic, make sure you have a good this. And, I have it this time. I have it this time. The only time it ever paid off, honestly, was with Destin. Destin was the only person who kept trying, and each time he came back, there was an improvement. To this day.
Hashtag Destin made it.
Like, he was the only person, and the thing is, it's not like he had the same amount of knowledge as the master race people. Not that he was not tech savvy, but he didn't have he wasn't a PC person. And he was alright. Your audio's spiffy perfectly all of the time. You know how to conduct yourself on content. I've never had to say anything to Seb, ever. Never even had a conversation with him about the do's and don'ts or any for the mic or what you should do. Not one fucking word has ever been exchanged with that.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Never had a single issue, never had to worry, never had to think twice when it's come to Seb. Like, yeah, Destin didn't come from this world, but he caught on quick, and Seb pretty much knows exactly what should be happening, like, at all times. But then everybody else is kind of like, you don't want to be rude, but you don't want to be like, yo, fuckers. It's like, I don't know what to do. Oh my god, this guy went past our fucking house. Is he here or is he coming here? Maybe you should take a look before we go do anything, because you have to flag him down. Typical Sunday.
Maybe the dude got
Thank you
lost.
for your contribution.
Typical Sunday. Standing in Central City complaining about people on streams waiting for an Amazon delivery.
Sounds about right.
But yeah, that stuff with wait for us before you go doing stuff. I want to fight shit too. But yeah, that's the stuff with she got really aggravated yesterday. I think you left before the worst of it, though. I don't know if you went back and watched.
No, I haven't been able to.
Oh, you would have got a kick out of it.
Alright, I'll check it out later.
You would have been laughing.
Oh, I'm sure it was fantastic.
We're not even doing it justice talking now about it. That's how, like, as bad as it was entertaining bad. I mean, I'll give you a summary. So we were trying to connect to someone from PC. You still have to go back and watch it, and like everything would go wrong. Like the controller was going crazy when they started to connect. Then they would disconnect. Then they would try to host us. Then they would disconnect. You got it?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh,
so basically, anything that could go wrong did.
There was no way to get that fucking thing to connect. None. You ever seen that movie?
Wind up giving up?
We just, myself, Stasis, and Willie played. After about 40 minutes of trying.
Can't say we didn't try.
And yeah, I knew that it was on air.
That's a lot of time for you.
On the stream too, but you know what it was? I could have stopped at any time, but I get so fascinated as a person from the outside looking in at the master race and the PC gamers and shit, that I was at that point being entertained by it. Like, I was just watching it. Like, I didn't think at all it was going to connect. I would sooner think that I would acquire the Infinity Gauntlet. And but I wanted to see because I've seen PCs act so crazy when it comes to gaming that I just wanted to see all the different ways it was going to not make it in here. Like, is it going to disconnect at the loading screen? Is it going to be when we're connecting? Is it going to be when we send the invite? Those are the things back when I used to game on PC that made me leave. Like I said on the stream yesterday while this was going on, when I first came across Halo 1 and we were able to play something that had pretty much PC functionality without all of the headaches, I never looked back. I hadn't played a PC game since. It was like, I'll never come back here again. Trey Raw, what's going on, dude? He was in the chat room yesterday after you left, Seb.
Hey, what's up, man?
I really don't see the purpose of PC anymore anyways. It's not like they even have exclusives.
I wanted to, what was that movie? I forget the name. Was it Office Space, where they fuck up the copying machine out in the street?
Yeah.
It's like, that's the feeling, that's the energy, that's the new thing we say in society today, right? Same energy. That's the fucking feeling I feel when I think about PCs, honestly. Even though I use them ironically in a way where we're streaming and stuff, that's the shit I feel when I try to use them as gaming devices. Like, I feel like that guy. Like, I just want to fucking put it on the ground in the grass and beat the shit out of it with that same music playing, same energy. You know. I looked, I didn't see a request or anything. I actually looked just before I got on here. Let me see something, actually. Speaking of, we're all in the same thing, right? I didn't do my scratch ticket today, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Did you just get that?
No.
Oh.
I had it on one so that I could look at it on myself.
Oh, wow, that's 101,000. Actually, 101,000 is a hiccup for us. I don't know what that is. I already have it. See,
Got
I
a
hate
pair of eyes.
I got another double.
Oh, you could get doubles?
Yeah, I thought you did. Like I said, I looked in my notifications. I didn't see anything before I got on here. I mean, I might not have looked carefully enough, maybe, because I do have a lot of windows and shit that I need to get open, but... Do you... Trey Raw, do you happen to have the Back for Blood beta? Oh, one of the best jokes of the stream was, and I came up with on the fly, was like, this Back for Blood when PC is more like back to bed. Yeesh. Anyway, we probably got some stuff accomplished on here, right?
Yep.
How are my items looking? How are my items looking like that? You know what? It doesn't matter. And you know, I don't even need to use my extended storage yet because we did a good job with all the storage. This has really become like one of the coolest games I've ever played.
So beautiful.
Yeah, I've always been like, I've played every Phantasy Star. I've been a huge fan, but I mean, this is like really, I guess a lot of it has to do with that. But look at this bow I have, a strapper bow. This is probably really powerful, right? But I mean, this has really become like my happy place, Phantasy Star. It's the only game that I play where like even doing the shit in the menus, like I don't feel like it's tedious. Like I'm enjoying all aspects, even the inventory management. I'm enjoying, like, I hate to say it, but I'm enjoying aspects about the Ascent. But like, just like many games nowadays, there are a lot of things about it where it's not fun. It's almost like the Ascent is art imitating life, because just like life, you know, there you have your good moments and you have your shitty moments. You got to go and do tedious things and you get to sit down and relax. But the Ascent is more like if all of the tedious things was most of your life, and then every now and then something cool happened. And I hate to put it that way, because I do enjoy it. But I'm just saying, like, getting to play something like Phantasy Star that's as great as it is, and then switching to the Ascent put a lot into perspective, because yeah, it is a good game. And I'm not saying don't play it, but I'm saying this is a game where I don't ever feel like, oh god, now I gotta go do this and I'm not gonna enjoy it. The Ascent has a lot of moments that are, oh god, now I gotta do this moments. I've had like 8-hour sessions that almost the whole session was an oh god moment. But like with Phantasy Star, I think we've had the opposite. Most of the time we're having a good time, aren't we?
Oh yeah.
Definitely. And you know me, I've always loved Phantasy Star, so, you know, it'll always be one of my favorite games.
And we're going to finish the Ascent, but it went from a game where it's like, let's enjoy this world and let's take in everything, to a game where it's more like, I can't wait to see the credits. Like, I can't wait for this whole thing to wrap up. It's like the last 30 minutes of Raw, where it's like, alright, we get it. Drew McIntyre versus Bobby Lashley. Let's get out of here already. You're right, Ship 1 is the best ship. I love the community here. Shout out to Blue Boba 96 in the chat room. Love Ship 1. This is where we are, Ship 1.
Always Ship 1.
Yes, that is where we will always be. There's our home. But yeah, and again, this is no disrespect to other games.
You know what? You just made the list! Oh no! Oh, here we go.
Thank you for the follow, Blue Boba 96. Thank you very much. And yeah, there's no disrespect to other games when I'm talking so positively about Phantasy Star, but the truth be told, I really do feel that way. I'm always happy playing this. I guess we'll get some dailies done while we wait for everybody else to get on here, right?
Sounds good.
Sounds like a plan.
Oh, what am I doing? Right. Oh, I moved over to weeklies. I was thinking, how are so many of these done already? Oh, the server crashed on me. Bad timing. I wonder what caused that. It's just me too, because Stasis is still in.
Yeah, I'm still in too.
Maybe something
Yeah,
happened.
no,
to me.
his whole thing
Well,
went
you
messed
know.
up and just started glitching.
You just had to praise it.
I still praise it. So what? All games glitch. We don't even know if that was the game. That could have been the 1,000 things.
I just find it funny.
And it doesn't take forever to get the fuck back into
Yeah,
most of the time, so it's like not an issue.
That's another thing. Like, I can, like, loading back in when something like that happens takes 10 seconds. The Ascent, if you go back and look at all of our Ascent streams, every one of them ended when that happened. Like, if we were like 7 or 8 hours in, it was like, you know what, we just don't have the time to load back in, so this is the end of the stream. Like, almost every Ascent stream we did. Because that's how long it is. It makes the loading on Outriders looks like nothing.
You're joking.
Oh, dude, go back and look at the Ascent streams. When it crashes, you'll cry. You'll weep into your hands.
We
How
take that
bad
as a
is
sign
the
for it to go to
loading
bed.
if Outriders is better?
Oh my god, I wish I played the Ascent with you. There's loading. I don't even want to talk too badly about it. So there's like, how can I describe the way you travel in that game? So there's like different floors in the game, right? Different tiers, because you're like in a tower. Fast traveling is both vertical and horizontal, if you know what I mean. So like, let's say I want to go to a specific zone on the 3rd floor, then I would need to do one fast travel on the elevator to that floor, which is about a 5-minute load. Then when I get there, I would need to call the cab to the city to go to the zone on that map that I'm trying to go to, which would be like another 3 or 4-minute load.
Now, keep in mind, sometimes when you have to take the cab, you're taking your cab to another place where you have to do another zone change between the floors.
But why? Why couldn't they just mainstream it? You highlight it on the map, you go there.
The funny thing is that I didn't realize, Seb, until yesterday. Maybe I didn't catch on fast, but I didn't realize until yesterday that that's the way it works. So there were times I wanted to fast travel, and I thought it worked the way you just described, and when I went to it, it wouldn't have everything. And I was like, why is it I can't go? I know I've been there before. And I didn't realize you only see where you are on the floor that you're on vertically. You now have to horizontally travel to the corresponding tier and then fast travel there.
You could easily have a system where you use your D-pad to change floors.
Oh, you can, but you load there. I mean, you have to actually walk to an elevator, though. So, yeah. Can I get a party invite again, guys? Oh, Trey Raw in the chat says he has the Back for Blood beta, so we might have a 4th person if we don't get anybody else, because we have somebody who we're expecting, but we're not sure if that person's going to show up. But we could play multiple rounds. We don't have to just play once. Like, if you guys don't get in, we'll bring you into the next thing. We're going to be trying it out most of the evening. Thank you, guys. All right, let's get some stuff done. The Phantasy Star stream, right now, we're just killing time until we decide we're going to do when other people get on the call with us. But obviously, we have to do this every day anyway, right? We gotta feed the mag after this. What do we want? It doesn't really matter what we put up at this point, right? Like, what's gonna come here and kill us?
Nothing really, just throw it all in.
See ya.
I've never played PvP mode in base PSO. I would be willing to try it though. What level are we there? Like 35, I think. I still have to finish that campaign. We're like in the middle of. We kind of go back and forth between the two games.
It's weird going from this game to PSO, because I tried it today and it's completely different.
You know what it is though? Again, like I said before, I've been playing since Phantasy Star 1 for Sega Master System. And I spent like,
Jesus.
and I spent a good amount of my life. I'm talking Sega Master System. And I spent a good amount of my life on Phantasy Star 1 on Dreamcast, as well as the PC version, and Blue Burst on PC, and Universe on PC and 360. So I'm just used to all Phantasy Star stuff. Like, I'm not even fully, I think, acquainted with everything in this one, but just the general me playing that much Phantasy Star over the years is what sort of sustains me here. Mag time.
Mad time, I'm at it.
No, like it's even a completely different combat
You,
system.
you need, you're level 1 and you need some guidance in which game, Trey Raw. This sounds familiar. Was that one of the handheld ones? Because I know we played a couple of handheld ones. I had one on my DS and on PSP. Oh, Back 4 Blood? I don't think that really is a... I mean, Back 4 Blood is just like Left 4 Dead. I don't really think that you level... Do you level in Back 4 Blood? You don't, right? It's you just have cards and
Well,
stuff.
I mean,
No,
there's
it's
that
just a
card
survival thing,
system.
really. Yeah, that's not really leveling, though.
Yeah, you'll just be able to...
Those are boss.
It's just a one-off kind of game, you know? Oh, he wants meat today. That makes life so much easier, doesn't it? So wait, one of these gives what? 15. No matter which quality of meat it is, it gives 15. That's kind of shitty. I don't have any greens? What? This guy's gonna eat me out of house and home.
I think he prefers different things on different days.
Oh yeah, he does. But that's what I'm saying. I don't have anything today that would have made this a little bit less tedious.
I have a nut he's interested in, but I only have one.
Yeah, I did play that. Yeah, I have that actually. I haven't borrowed my DS in years. Who knows if it even still turns on or works? But yeah, I have that. We were Phantasy Star nuts, which I guess we technically are again. By the way, guys, anyone playing this, if you can manage to get a hold of the Xbox chat pad, you can use those buttons and you can hotkey shit there, which makes life a lot easier if you're a techer like myself. Like, I just press 2. Like, when I need to buff Stasis, I just walk up to her and ding, press 2 rather than going on that D-pad. I deactivated the D-pad where you go across like that because that's like too slow.
He buffed me.
Yeah. Like, I have 1 through 10 as my tool thing on the top. It's really cool. And the reason I say get the Microsoft branded chat pad is because it still gives you the port on the bottom to plug in your headset, plus it has the volume controls and the mute, which most third-party ones don't. But that's my secret. Like, certain attacks, like for example, like that attack I have on 0 on the chat pad. You know, like certain ways you could break out a lot better combos if you have like a whole keypad at your thumbs than if you just have like a few limited attacks. Not every class requires that. I'm just saying that for something like what the stuff that we try to do.
I never got lucky with the chat pad. They've always died on me within like 3 or 4 months.
On eBay, these go for like $100. I just got lucky enough to find one guy that had one for like 7. I don't know how, but I'm gonna bid for another one.
$7?
It was like 7 or 8 is the one I had, and it didn't work when I first got it. I fixed it though. Minerals? How come they're giving us boring stuff to do?
It's either fruit, vegetables, or minerals.
Well, we need minerals at Central Aleo.
I'm getting the same quest as you guys now.
Yeah, the game's acknowledging you, senpai. It notices you.
Senpai notices me.
Don't attack the minerals until everybody gets to them, because that makes it easier.
I know I was gonna call you guys.
I was talking in general. I wasn't really calling any of you guys out. Just a reminder. It broke stasis off from us. Ah, that gets annoying. And we can't change blocks with enemies nearby. Of course.
And of course he dies in like a hit or two.
If you get into a crowded block, that happens a lot. Go to like block 60.
Block 60?
Yes, sir. Do we have any weapon camos? Let me see. How do I go to all storage? I think I have just probably the same stuff that you guys would have. Nothing too special here. These.
I got a
nothing
blue
from the
sword
current
camo.
Yeah, like nothing from the current. I don't think I got. I have that extended storage now, and I didn't even use it.
I already started using mine.
I kind of lost track of where I'm getting everything from, honestly, since I go back and forth between the two games. Where the hell are the materials at?
Come over by me.
Found some over by me as well. Oh wow, so I don't know if I should come over by you or you come over by me, or
I think we just have to be in the same area.
There were times that one of us didn't hit it and the other one did, and we didn't get credited.
Did we all get credited there?
Yeah, we did. Yeah, I think I have some codes that I got off the internet and things that you could do to get some base ones. And I also have a lot of keys and stuff there, so you could do like quests. There are like a lot of special quests that you could do to get things. I'm going to go back and get before they expire.
Oh.
Okay. Laboratory ruins. Pretty easy stuff.
Oh, you have laboratory runs?
Yeah, what do you get?
Oh, I also get laboratory runes. Oh, okay, cool. I'm with you guys now. Cool.
That was gonna be the next stream. Actually, was probably gonna be Back for Blood, very likely. Like as soon as we're done with the dailies, to be honest with you, I wouldn't mind getting on Back for Blood. Like we spend hours and hours on this, like we're on this all the time. This is probably the only game that we're on it more than we stream it, because everything else, if we're playing it, we stream. But this, if we played it as much as we streamed it, the stream would be on a lot. And it already is sometimes. Like sometimes we'll be on PSO for like 10 hours or on the Ascent for like 10 hours, but PSO exceeds anything and as far as the length of time we spend on it. Just sometimes hanging out.
I think I got something like 29 hours of game time on this already.
Man, every time I target the fire guy, the fucking ice guy gets in my way. We completely changed everything about how this game runs, including the controls. Like my control scheme is nothing like what they give you. Like I completely wiped that. This plays like a regular game now. Like the way you run and dodge and jump and move, I want it to be like faster. Than the response of being able to do things needed to be better. Like Stasis and I use a control scheme nothing like what you would imagine in order to be able to target and move fast. Because I figure it should play more like the way current games play. As far as controls and shit go. Oh, I got a rare drop there. Like if you want to be able to break out.
You got a new launcher.
Also, for anyone that doesn't know, you can turn the graphics up even on the base Xbox. You can turn the graphics up way higher than they allow you if you happen to be on the base. Not that we're on the base, but you could turn the graphics up way higher if you need guidance on that.
PSE burst.
Nice. If anyone needs guidance on how to make it, you could get it to look close to this on the older consoles. They didn't optimize those settings as high as they could go without you losing anything. But the controls and the graphics are two things that we configure differently from the way everybody else has it to be able to get the game to play regularly. It's gonna be faster than I expected.
Oh yeah.
Oh, Seb, where the hell are you? Yeah, I healed you just in time. Jesus.
I wasn't paying attention.
There's like a silver samurai guy here.
Gotcha.
Oh, I hate that guy.
Why? Gotcha. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let anybody drop.
This guy ruined me in the campaign.
Really?
Oh yeah.
Well, let's ruin him. buff whoever's around. They're gonna need it. Punk ass. Is that it?
I believe so. Yeah, my dailies are done.
Got my dailies, and the only thing I have for my weeklies is my urgent quest.
Oh, that's right. The urgent quest that we made it right to. There's nothing like that going on right now, right?
No.
Nope.
Yesterday we made it right there. It ended.
Yeah, because it messed up on my end. Saying I already completed it when I haven't.
That is weird.
It might have also been just because I got there right as it ended.
I mean, we can look for an urgent quest before we switch to Back for Blood. Is Trey Ross still in the room?
There's not an urgent quest going on right now.
I mean, you would know there's usually a red thing going across the top requesting you the whole time.
And there's music.
Oh, okay.
All right, cool. So, how long are you free for that Back for Blood session? I'm gonna check all the blocks. I think it works that way, right?
I don't know.
PSE burst.
I got a PSE burst just for being here. I don't know if the urgent quests are block specific or if it would be like server specific. I never thought about that before. You're free for the next 2 hours. Perfect. So I think it might be server wide. There's really nothing else that we could do. What's on our weeklies?
PSE burst.
Just clear an urgent quest. So the monthlies are the only things that we.
Or at least for me, check yours.
The only thing I have is just to complete daily tasks.
Oh, I still have enemies to defeat, but that's gonna happen naturally. We don't have to sit here for me to grind enemies.
I mean, all you really have to do is just go to Rolos Forest.
Yeah. I was just checking messages and stuff. Alright, did I get a friend request or something from you, Trey? Where you can send me a message or just some any way that I can see you so that I'll be able to invite you into the game when we get in. Give me a second, guys. Before we switch games, I'm just gonna refill our drink and all that jazz. I don't really see any bursts or anything that we can, not burst, but the urgent quest right now. We can come back later and do the urgent quest. There's not really much to do right now. When I do come back here, I'll probably be doing the urgent quest and then going back to PSO2 Classic to get more things done on there as well. Like I said, we like to jump back and forth between the two. But yeah, I think it's time for Back for Blood. If anyone wants to switch this back over here. If anyone wants to play with us, send a message to this gamer tag. If anyone wants to add us in general, send a message to this gamer tag. I'm gonna check my inbox as we reset the stream and get ready for to go back to Back for Blood. All right. Let me see something here. A couple more things I want to click. Yeah, we're good to go. We'll be back shortly. On that note, we're out of here.
See you in a bit.
Shutting it down.